Okay, hello everyone. My name is Roos de Wolf, and we've met during the introduction video of this Urban Ecology Design MOOC. And in this video, I will very briefly discuss the results of the first module of the MOOC. But first, I would like to welcome all 675 participants to the MOOC. We are very happy that so many of you have decided to join the MOOC, and I hope you enjoy it so far. So this map shows the geography of our community in this run of the MOOC. The map shows what the darker colored countries have a higher number of participants joining us from that country. So we see kind of a dark dot in the middle of the map, which is the Netherlands. And our course team, of course, is based in the Faculty of Architecture and the Built Environment here in Delft, in the Netherlands. So I'm happy to see that so many of our students have joined us in the course. But also it's very nice to see that others from outside of the university have joined us. So welcome all to the MOOC. We also see a lot of participants joining us from the United States. Actually, both the Americas are very well represented. We see a lot of participants joining us from India, but also Egypt and Kenya. So welcome everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it so far, because now the first module has, for many of you have come to an end, and the second module has opened. And well, if you haven't finished module 1 yet, don't worry, you have plenty of time to still do that. And but now the second module has opened, and you can start working on the exercises. And yeah. In the second module, we'll zoom in to the urban habitat. So in the first weeks, we focused on the urban ecosystem, and you selected a spot within your city that you encounter quite often. And in the second module, you will continue to focus on that spot. So in this feedback video, I will try to briefly discuss some of the work that has been handed in by you. Of course, we cannot discuss all 675 participants, but I aim to give you a brief overview of the work and take you on a trip around the world. I hope you enjoy it. So first off is Tenerife. And this participant shows this very clear diagram with a very steep slope. And the participant mentioned that the island doesn't have any rivers, and that the rainwater very quickly flows from the top of this mountain, which is also displayed in the image, to the Atlantic Ocean. And yeah, I'm very, very curious to see what these water bodies that should be there look like, and how this water is transported to the Atlantic Ocean. So this is the location, the red circle that is selected. It's a park, and one of the problems is that it's not connected to the surrounded green areas. And the participant aims to improve this connectivity. And I think that the upcoming module will help you a lot in this. We will focus on the urban habitat. We will kick off with a introduction to ecological networks and how we can build them, strengthen them. So I think I'm curious to see how you manage to connect this, and good luck. Then we move on to Ireland, and more specifically, we zoom into Dublin. So yeah, we see that Dublin is surrounded by this large vegetated area, and within the city, we see fragmented bits of parks and green. And what is very interesting is that the participant mentions the dominant wind direction, which of course is a very, very important system as well to take into account when you're designing a public space or a park. You have to think about how to maybe provide shelter but also what species could withstand this wind direction. So this participant selected the park to work on, and it's very close to a river that's prone to floodings, and I'm very curious to see how you're gonna work with this location and how you're gonna maybe increase water safety and worked with this. So good luck with the following modules. So next up is Mexico. And well, although you are all already familiar with Mexico, as Elina presented her graduation work, it's amazing to see that we have a local joining our course as well. So we're in Monterrey, Mexico, and yeah, this section, this principal section, very beautifully shows that the river, the seasonal river in Monterrey, separates two parts of the city, and therefore this water system has a very big impact on the way people are able to use the city. And I'm curious to see how you're gonna design for this, and I hope you also maybe get a bit inspired by Elina's graduation work, as it's focused on the rivers as well. Then we go a bit to the south, to Colombia, and we're in Bogota, Colombia, and this section shows that the participants selected a public natural zone as the urban spot, and as you can see, it's within a urbanized area, and a problem here is that the urban runoff pollutes the wetlands, and there is this initiative to protect and restore these wetlands. Well, I hope that you come up with a design to actually implement this initiative to prevent this urban runoff and reduce the urban heat island effect here. So good luck with this exercise, and hope you will enjoy the following modules. Then, well, as we have so many people joining us from the Netherlands, we also selected the hometown of the course team, Delft. So we're from Delft University of Technology, of course, and this is the city of Delft, and I thought it would be nice to show you. This participant very clearly shows the bed infiltration capacity within the city itself. The participant mentioned that this is caused by the immense amount of sealed surface within the city. And as you can clearly see, that there is very little green space within the city itself, but the city is surrounded by a natural area. So fun to mention that I actually live in Rotterdam, so I cycle through this natural landscape from Rotterdam to Delft daily to commute to work. It's 15 kilometers, but indeed you cycle through a polder landscape. It's green, and I cycle along the Schie, which is depicted here. And yeah, then when you enter the city, it's paved, it's gray. And as rightly shown in this map, there is bad water infiltration and surface runoff within the city due to this lack of vegetation. So this was just a brief overview of the work handed in so far. I think these are some beautiful examples of the first step in the system thinking and the analysis. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Urban Ecology Design MOOC so far. And good luck and enjoy the second module. Thank you so much for joining us.